Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. As you know, we are going to be reviewing Love and Hip Hop Atlanta season 10 episode 6. I want to find a nice intro that shows personality. A lot of people have catchphrases and things that they do on YouTube, and I want to find one, but I haven't found one yet. I haven't come up with something that's unique to me. So when I do, I will, incorporate that in my videos. But for now, we're just gonna keep it real dry and bland. But yeah, sorry, excuse my hair. I didn't pick this out right. I love wearing my afro, but it's a little uneven. So just excuse me. It's the end of the day, okay? I look crazy. But we are going to get into the review. Now, the first scene basically is the moment that everybody found out about the verdict for Derek Chauvin's trial. And, of course, we were all happy. I honestly did not expect that verdict, but I was so happy. Like, everybody was just being doubtful, like, yeah, right, he's gonna be found not guilty. Like, literally everyone I was around pretty much thought that he was gonna get off, but I'm so glad that he didn't. And so that was a happy moment. That was literally history. And like, it doesn't matter what was happening during that time, like beefing, arguing, drama, all that, we all agreed on one thing: he needed to go to jail. So that was like a united front for the African American community and pretty much anyone who believes in social justice and equality, right? So that was that scene. So we have that scene. Then they skip to the scene with Kirk and Rasheeda, and Rasheeda has a surprise for Kirk, and really it's just her shop, and she's just showing him the progress that she's been making, and he's so unimpressed with it, and she's just like, what the hell, like, he's like, sis, you should have been done with this. And I'm just like, I don't know. I will say that if the thing that she was wearing is from her shop, I need to go, because that blazer was everything. It was like a pink blazer with, I don't even know what you would call that, diamante mesh coming down the sleeves. It was so cute. Like, I'm sure it cost an arm and a leg. But pretty much I was looking around the shop to see, like, what does she have in there, because Rasheeda's outfits could be really spot on and dope, or it could be tacky and just really colorful for no reason. So I was looking around the shop, and I was just like, she got a lot of nice things, and I'm sure like she probably sells out quick, because it's like, this show probably gives her more exposure, right? So there's that scene. He kind of tells her about when he went to New York for the DMX memorial, and he was basically letting her know that he met up with his son, and she was just like, I haven't seen him in years. And I remember when the scene with his son was playing, his son was like that he hadn't seen his dad since he was 12. And I'm just like, so he was a drug addict since 12? Is my mathing? Or like, so what happened in between him being 12 till now that you couldn't see him? I'm not saying that Kurt's a bad dad, but I just wonder, like, what, from 12 till now, I'm assuming that he wasn't a drug addict for that whole entire time. But yeah, that was that. So the next scene is Erica and Safaree, and they bring their baby to the park. Their baby is so cute. Can I just say, she's adorable, and she talks, and I think she's only 1, and she talks. She's so cute. Oh my gosh. She looks like Safaree, OD. But yeah, it was a cute little scene. Safaree was, taking into consideration what his mother said. I called it Operation Impress Erica, because, like, your mom's right, and you're wrong. So what kills me? When guys know that they wasn't raised like that and they act like that. That if you was around your mother, you would not be acting like that. So why do you think it's okay to do that? Why do you think it's okay to neglect her feelings, to be an a-hole, to neglect your baby, like, to be emotionally unavailable, to talk down on her, be disrespectful? Like, your mother didn't raise you like that. Like, that type of stuff really kills me. Like, what do you mean? You know you wasn't raised like that. And, you know, I appreciate his mom for stepping in and letting him know, like, no, you know you wasn't raised like that. That's out of pocket. I love moms like that, because in doing that, you're loving your child. Because a mother who doesn't love their child is going to let him think everything is okay. No, you love your child by challenging him to do better. Because when I challenge you to do better, the hope is that you will do better. And he did better for this scene. So that was that. They were at the park. Erica still, you know, was letting him know, like, your actions are scaring me, because you were one way when I met you, and now I don't know who this is. So, you know, it's valid concerns. Like, Safaree is very selfish and very self-centered, and it's like he gets moments of clarity and then he just goes back to doing the same F-boy stuff. So I don't know about them. But for once, I'm like, damn, Erica is looking like the good person. Not that she's like the villain or anything, but, you know, and she hasn't been shown in this vulnerable light in any past seasons, or, like, you know, any other, yeah, pretty much any other season, any other show she's been on. I've never seen her in this light. And I don't want to say that it's nice to see her vulnerable, because I don't want to see any woman, period, going through hurt. It doesn't matter who they are. Nobody deserves to be hurt like that, especially on national television. But you know what I'm saying? It is different to see her like this, because usually she's the one calling the shots. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never seen her really just put her all into something, and the other person is just like not giving a shit. So there's that. The next scene, did I have any other notes for that scene? Oh, I noted that Erica seems broken. That is the only way I could describe what she looked like. She looked so, like, drained, broken, and just like, I felt like she really wanted to be seen by Safaree, and Safaree was just missing the whole point. Like, it was just going like right over his head. So yeah. So the next scene is Yandy and Mendeecees. They have a photo shoot for Yandy's company. This is where Mendeecees introduces the idea to Yandy that maybe Infinity, their foster daughter, should get her own apartment, aka not be around the family. And I just want to know, Safaree, like, why do you want this little girl to go so bad? Can anybody tell me, like, why does he want her to leave so bad? Like, did she do something? Is she rub you the wrong way? We got to keep in mind, he was in jail when she came around, right? Cool. So granted, they probably don't know each other well. You could say that. But correct me if I'm wrong. When you're in a relationship, and more importantly, when you're in a marriage, aren't you supposed to, like, adopt, like, your significant other's beliefs or whatever, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you're basically supposed to support what they're doing. And if she already told you while you were in jail that, okay, I'm adopting this child, what did you think was going to happen when you got out of jail? She was just going to poof vanish just because you got out of jail? No. Like, I'm not saying that Infinity didn't do anything wrong. Yes, of course, she violated a lot of trust, and you know what I'm saying, it takes time to build that. But I always, when it comes to, like, foster kids or, like, adoptions and things like that, I always think of it from the point of view of, how would you treat your biological child? I know for a fact, no matter what I do, and I'm sure this is true for most people with good moms, like, no matter what I do, my mom would never kick me out, like, unless I really, really, like, okay, sis, you gotta go. Unless it's, like, safety concerns. Like, if she's not posting, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if she's not posing any safety threats, like, I don't understand why he wanted her to leave so bad. And for Yandy, you're putting yourself in a role to be this child's mother, right? That's unconditional love. That's unconditional love. And what that means is y'all gotta try to make it work no matter what, right? So how do you see that being unconditional love, saying that this little girl should leave? I don't get it. Like, I know for a fact Yandy would not do that to any of her other kids. So why do you think it's okay to do it to this child? Just because she's your foster child? That makes me think that, okay, maybe some more things happen behind the scenes that we don't know about. But if what she's saying is all of the facts, I feel like it's definitely something that could have been worked out. I also wonder, where is this child's mother? Like, we saw her in one of the past seasons. She seemed, you know what I'm saying, like she wanted to be a part of the child's life. So I'm just wondering, like, where's the disconnect? I feel like there's just so much information that could help put the whole puzzle together, but there's a lot of missing information. But I would say that Yandy, I don't want to say she's being brainwashed by Mendeecees, but we're gonna get into that when we get to that scene. But for now, we're just gonna say, Mendeecees, why are you so pressed? That's just my sentiment, right? So then we go to the next scene, which is the boat party for Carly, right? And Spice is being mad shady, talking about what did she say? She said, Spice says Carly threw her party for herself. I died, okay? Spice is crazy. What else did she say? She said something else that was funny in the confessional, but I can't remember. Carly really gonna act like Lamar's her man for real, like in real life? Carly, that's not your man. I don't care what nobody said. They not dating. Because even on the Shade Room the other day, I think they were saying that they're just friends or something like that. And I'm just like... And it's like, Carly Red. Carly Red. Of all the people that you could have chose to date, Lamar Odom, I get that, you know, sometimes you meet people and they're not what their reputation would suggest that they are, right? However, like, for me, I wouldn't actively pursue somebody who is in as much public conflicts as he is in. Like, every time he's in something public, he's always the bad guy or always the one to be questioned. So it's like, I wouldn't personally put myself in that situation, especially being on a big platform like Carly. I'm sure she can be with anyone she wanted to be with. Why she's choosing Lamar Odom, I will never know. But from the jump, Carly always had questionable taste when it comes to men. Let's run through her relationship history. We have Benzina. We have Young Jock. Then we have Mo. And I'm sure there was a host of other people in between, but... Oh, like Jennings. And he turned out to be a weirdo too. So it's like, Carly. Like, maybe she just doesn't have good luck with men. Let's say that. Some people don't. So they have that scene. They look like they're having fun. Carly's daughter is there. They look just alike. That's her twin daughter, okay? Because they look exactly alike. Like, her daughter is so pretty. You know, she looks just like Carly. Carly looked like she did more work to her face. It's not giving what it's supposed to give, but hey, that's Carly. That's what rich people do. They do a whole bunch of shit to their bodies and face, and it's just like buying another purse. So there's that. What else happens on the boat? Spice and Yandy have a conversation. Oh, no. The scene that I actually want to talk about is Ciara and Yandy and Kyra. I think that's Young Jock's fiance. They all had a sit down, and Yandy was basically venting to them. And I noted that Yandy seems like that type of person that just tells you all her business on day one. Like, hey girl, how you doing? Yeah, so my boyfriend's cheating on me and I don't know what to do. Girl, my name's Dana. What's your name? Like, she just seems like that person to just put all her information out there on day one. So she says to Ciara, am I selfish for feeling like I want to be at peace in my own home and wanting infinity gone, right? And Ciara straight up tells her, yeah, you are being selfish. And that's one of the reasons why I like Ciara. She just seems really real and down to earth. But I'm happy that Yandy has a friend that could really just give her the real. Like, sis, you tripping. Like, you supposed to be there for that girl regardless of what happens. Like, y'all supposed to just talk it out, get it through. Like, I feel like, let me put some gloss. gloss it up for y'all. I feel like if she really wanted to like get a point across to Infinity that, you know what I'm saying, what Infinity did was wrong, like, you know what I'm saying, going to social media and like threatening to write a tell-all book, if she really wanted to get her to understand that, you know, that was wrong and you violated trust in that moment, if she really wanted to get her to understand that, there's other ways that she could have punished her, like take away her cell phone, or, you know what I'm saying, things like that, or like, you know what I'm saying, you can't go certain places, like make her really feel like what she did was wrong, like just sit down and have a discussion. Like, so we'll talk about that again later on, but I just wanted to point out that scene. Ciara definitely let her know, yeah, you are being a little selfish. Yandy and Spice also had a conversation during the boat party. It wasn't really significant. They was pretty much talking crap about Carly, to be honest. And I found it funny, like, she's there. Like, can y'all wait till I get off the boat to start talking shit? Cool. So they're talking. Yandy also brings up the fact that Mendeecees pretty much played her on national television when they asked him, you know, would he have waited for her if the roles were reversed and she went to jail? And he was like, I don't know what I would do. If I didn't know Mendeecees as a character on the show, I would say, you know, that's an honest answer. Like, maybe he, like, everyone would love for him to just be like, of course I would wait for you. But honestly, sometimes you really don't know. Even though the answer should have been yes, because she waited for you for however many years and you don't even seem like that great of a husband. But knowing how he is on the show and how he's portraying himself, like, I'm gonna just be honest, he doesn't seem like the best husband. He didn't support her. He's not supporting her in the way that I think a husband should. And yeah, like, imagine you waiting that long for somebody to say that on national television. Like, so yeah, she basically brought that up, and I was just like, the tea is hot. The tea is hot. Yes. So moving along. So after Carly's boat party, we move forward to Rasheeda has a meeting with her family, right? And so it's her two nieces and her sister, her mom, Kirk, and I think that's it, right? They're sitting down eating, and Rasheeda pretty much, I like that Rasheeda is bringing her family on the show, because it's like, before, all Rasheeda really brought to the table was her businesses, Kirk's cheating. Okay, what else is going on with you? She brought her family on the show. I like it. And you know what I'm saying? It could also give her family an income if they, you know, come on as full-time cast members. But like, I like that she's, you know what I'm saying, exposing more of her and being more open, because all this time I didn't know she had a sister. Apparently the nieces and the mom kind of do the same thing, which is pretty much ask her for money, and without like really building a relationship with her, right? So she pretty much brings that up, and they weren't defensive or anything, which I could appreciate. Like, I like when, you know, we can both communicate about what we did wrong and move from there. So basically, she tells them that, you know, you guys only hit me up when y'all want something, and that's not gonna fly with me. You gotta hit me up on a random Tuesday, like, sis, let's go out to eat and I'll pay. Like, that type of vibe. Like, she doesn't want to feel like an ATM, or, you know what I'm saying, your wallet. Like, no, she wants to feel like, you know, you actually value me as a sister and as an aunt, just for who I am. Hello. So she brings that up, and the nieces break down and cry, and that only tells me that what Rasheeda's saying is more than likely true. But it's good that they weren't defensive, and they're like, you know what I'm saying, you know, we could all do better moving forward. And I think it also, like, their recognition of what they did wrong also has to do with how Rasheeda brought it to the table. Like, she wasn't angry. I wouldn't say she wasn't angry, but, you know, she wasn't accusing them or anything. She was just like, you know, it makes me feel bad when y'all just hit me up. Like, y'all would have one good conversation, and then the next situation is y'all asking me for money. Like, come on, what do y'all think this is? We struggling right now to keep our businesses you know what I'm saying, in the positive. And y'all over here just milking us and not even, you know what I'm saying, putting in the work to be a good family member. And I like the way that she did it. Like, if y'all ever wanted to know how to break something to y'all family, Rasheeda, how she did it was perfect. I appreciated it. So, you know, they pretty much acknowledged what they did wrong and they moved forward. And Kirk really surprised me because the sister was basically saying that the mom be instigating stuff between her and Rasheeda. Like, the mom will talk crap about her and like paint her as the bad guy, when really she should be, you know, bringing them together. And Kirk was basically like, you know, you only have one mom, so don't you know what I'm saying, accuse her, I guess, or whatever. But it was just shocking to me because I know Kirk doesn't have the best relationship with Rasheeda's mom, going off of past, right? So there was that. That was a good touching scene. It seemed like everybody on Love and Hip Hop got problems with their sister. Rasheeda got a problem with her sister. Sierra apparently has issues with her sister, and what's the girl's name? Omarosa. No, Amaretta. Omarosa. Amaretta has problems with her sister. So then we have a scene with Carly and her daughter. So Carly and her daughter decide to have a little heart-to-heart. They go exercising, and Carly's having a snack while she exercises. She not even eating fruit. She's straight up eating Cheetos. I'm like, Carly, do better. But I mean, her body snatched. It looks like she exercised, so you know what I'm saying? Okay, guys, sorry, I was rudely interrupted. So we're gonna get back into it. So I was talking about the scene with Carly Red and her daughter, and they were basically having a heart-to-heart, and she seemed like she wanted to get some things off her chest. So she basically was telling her daughter that she was explaining the story of why her father is basically not in her life. Apparently, Carly Red was with her daughter's father. They were married, I think, or something like that. And he got in trouble with the law, and he ran away to hide, basically. And he left Carly Red and their daughter. And basically, he left and never looked back. He went to jail, got out of jail, never looked for the daughter. Carly Red feels bad. And I could kind of relate to what Carly Red is saying, because I didn't have a father growing up. And I know that my mom always felt like, you know, it was her fault. Or like she felt bad, like, oh, you know, you guys could have had a father in your life if I made certain decisions. And I'm just like, girl, like, having a good mother is really all a child needs. Like, of course, yeah, it would be nice to have a dad, and financially, emotionally, all that good stuff. But not having a dad didn't make or break who I was going to become. And that's pretty much what Carly Red's daughter was saying. Like, I'm good. I got you. I got my grandmother. I got my family. You know what I'm saying? He's missing out. So that made Carly feel better. They hug. Her daughter really, really admires her and adores her, and I like that. That shows that she has a good relationship with her child. And so that was a nice, heartwarming scene. I actually kind of got emotional when I was watching that scene. I'm just like, it showed a good side of Cardi, like, you know, outside of the messiness and the drama. Like, I like that they're showing different sides of everybody. Like, what else is going on besides the drama, and who's sleeping with who's husband, boyfriend, whatever. Like, what else is going on? So I like that they incorporated everybody's family members and the background people, right? So the next scene is Safaree's mom and Erica. Safaree's mom comes to visit. She hasn't seen the baby in so long, so she comes, sees the baby, and I love that. Like, I love to see it. Safaree's a clown. He gonna say their son's name is straight Samuels. I said, see, this would be funny if I actually liked you, but I don't like you, Safaree, so you're not funny no more to me. And so basically he was telling his mom, you know, I guess because boys don't run in their family, they usually have a lot of girls, so this is going to be his mom's first grandson. So he was basically telling her, like, you know, I'm about to have a son, you know, you about to have your first grandson. And basically the hypeness, and I'm just like, where was this energy when Erica was telling you this? But I digress. You see, people be people have split personalities. One way when you're around certain people, and one way, like when you and Erica was by yourself, you was not giving none of this. Now your mom's here, you want to act like I'm a good husband. No. So he takes the baby inside. She's so cute. She was talking and everything. I'm like, isn't she just one? But hey, that's quarantine babies, I guess. So he takes the baby inside, and Erica and Safaree's mom are able to have a one-on-one, and they basically talk about how Safaree's mom basically explains why Safaree is the way that he is. She was basically saying, you know, ever since he was young, he's used jokes and not taking stuff serious to get over whatever he's going through. And now that he's an adult, that really hasn't changed. And Erica's like, hey, yeah, I know. I'm here every day and I witness it. Like, he does not take anything serious. And that was cute when you was a kid, but now you're a grown man with grown man responsibilities. Everything is not a joke. And for somebody with a mom that's so insightful and so, like, positive, why did he come out like that? Like, I could only imagine that he takes after his dad or something, because Safaree's mom, I love her. So then they get into a conversation on how Erica wishes that she had the relationship that she has with Safaree's mom with her own mom. I know that in past seasons they have touched a little bit on Erica's mom, and basically Erica's mom, I think she's addicted to drugs or something like that. I think something in those regards. And I remember they were saying that Erica has been in and out of the foster care system. I think something like that. So I remember them saying that, like, in the past. And so now I guess her mom's in a bad state of mind, and so her mom has been distant. She says that she takes care of her mom financially, but there's no emotional bond because her mom doesn't reach out to her. And coming from somebody who has been depressed before, I know what it's like to not want to be in a space where you don't feel that you're even worthy to talk to other people. Like, legit, like, you want to isolate yourself from everyone because you just feel that bad. So I guess I could understand where Erica's mom is coming from, because, like, when you're depressed, you do not, like, people could take it personal, but you're really not even in a space to be around people. So I get it. And, like, it's also embarrassing because you don't want anyone to see you at your worst. But at the same time, sometimes you just gotta find that strength to just even be there in person. If you could just sit there and just be present, it means the world to your loved ones. Because Erica said her mom wasn't there for the birth of her older son. Erica has an older son and this baby, Maji, right? So I felt bad for Erica. I felt bad for Erica when she said that, like, you know, she's going through this with her husband, and, you know, the next person that would be there to support her would be her mom, and she doesn't have that. However, she does have Safaree's mom, so I'm happy that she has that bond, and they seem like they have a strong enough bond that even if her and Safaree aren't together, she can still be somewhat cordial and still have a good relationship. So I like that conversation. I like that she has that support from Safaree's mom, and I like that Safaree's mom is not biased, you know, the type of mom to just take after their son no matter what. Safaree needs to do better. The last scene is the scene, and this is with Yandy, Infinity, and Mendeecees. And this is the exact moment that I found out that Mendeecees is a B-A-N. If you know, you know. But yeah, he's whack. I'm sorry, Mendeecees whack. He's whack. He's whack, bro. You wanted this child out of the house. It was your idea for her to get her own apartment. It was your idea for her to pack her SHIT and hit the road, right? You started the conversation, but you didn't finish it. You left. You left her high and dry after you promised to sit there with her and back her up. Yandy already looked like she felt horrible, right? And Yandy, you should have went with your gut. If you felt in your heart of hearts it was the wrong thing to do to put this young lady out of your house, then you shouldn't have did it. You should have waited for when you felt that it was right. If that was even the right thing to do, which I don't think it was, right? the whole time that, so Mendeecees pretty much brings up what they've been dreading the whole time. Well, what Yandy has been dreading, because Mendeecees looked like he was just so happy to tell this girl she got to pack her stuff up and leave. So he basically is like, you know, we're trying to build trust again. And he was just so full of shit. We're trying to build trust again, so we're offering to you that we will pay your first 2 months of rent in your new apartment, and thereafter you will get a job and pay for your own rent and pay for your own bills. And it was just like, and he placed this all on the premise that, you know, we're trying to build our trust back again because, you know, we've had a rough patch with you trying to expose us and blah blah blah, right? So, but my thing is, why don't you just be real and just say, I don't want you living with my family. Just say that. Because you saying that y'all are trying to build and work on things. So after y'all build and work on things, does that mean that she gets to come back into the house? Because I'm sure that's not what you meant. So say what you mean, Mendeecees. I want you out of my house. You're making it uncomfortable up in here. And I don't want you here. And I don't trust you for whatever reason. Say that. But don't give her the hope that, okay, once we build back our trust, whenever that is, we'll be a family again. Don't do that. The whole time, Yandy looked like she wanted to crawl out of her own skin. Like, she looked like she wanted to crawl right up under that bed and just hide. Like, she looked so, like, mortified because she felt like she was making a wrong decision. And I'm just like, if you felt like that, you should have stopped it right there and then. Like, no, we're not gonna go through this. We're gonna just think about it more. But you let this. I feel like she let Mendeecees get in her head, because to me it seemed like Yandy was all for her staying. Like, even though she was reluctant about it, she was just like, you know, let's see where it goes. It seemed that way until Mendeecees said, whoa, she's moving back in. Mm-hmm. You let him get in your head. And it's like, you let him get in your head. He presented an idea to you that he didn't even follow all the way through, because after he said the first few lines, he was like, all right. And it started getting awkward. He was like, all right, this is getting awkward. I gotta go. And he left. And Yandy had to sit there and be the a-hole. That's not right. You said out of your own mouth you was going to support her and you were going to back her up. And that's what she asked for. And you left her when it got awkward. As a husband, as a man, that's not something that you do. When it gets hot, when it gets uncomfortable, that's when you leave. After she literally waited for you to get out of jail. Yandy, baby, you can do better. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Yandy is giving me bad vibes. And that was basically the whole episode. I don't know where it's going to go from here. Like, if I was in Philly, I would have been like, so do I start packing my bags now? Do y'all see these tears? Like, can I stay? Like, I don't know. And honestly, seeing her cry like that made me feel so bad. And then Yandy started crying, and I'm just like, do you really feel bad? Like, what? I don't know, y'all. I just don't feel like that was the right thing to do. Especially because the child already has stated abandonment triggers her. And you love this child, and you're doing exactly what her triggers are. You're abandoning her. Like, it's crazy to me. But that's love and hip hop for y'all. Hopefully I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I did say before that I wanted negative and positive comments, but I seen some negative comments that had nothing to do with nothing. If y'all gonna have a negative comment, please have a negative comment and back it up. Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, comment, and subscribe. You know, help me come up with ways that I can make this more engaging, because, you know, people aren't finishing my videos. So please watch it all the way through. It may be, you know what I'm saying, it takes me a while to warm up, but, you know, I get to where I need to get to, and I give you guys the fruits of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video.